Let's today discuss what is the verbal and non-verbal communication. These two are the types of communication. Okay, so the verbal communication and non-verbal communication, these are the two different types of communications, in which the verbal communication falls under the use of the vocabulary, or when two people are talking with each other. Okay, so that type of communication is nothing but the verbal communication. And non-verbal communication, in that what happens, the communication or message that we communicate with the people with the help of our facial expressions, with the help of our hands, or with the help of the body. Okay, so that type of communication is nothing but the non-verbal communication. Okay, in this video or in these PPTs, we are going to discuss the different types of non-verbal communication. Okay, and this non-verbal communication, basically it holds a very important, or its role is very important in the communication. Okay, so let's discuss the non-verbal communication with the help of some slides. Okay, so here are the contents that we are going to discuss in this in this particular video. So the contents: what is the non-verbal communication, that we will discuss. Then different difference between verbal and non-verbal communication. Already as I have told, that verbal communication involves the words. Okay, and non-verbal communication, that is the communication which is not done with the help of words, you can say like this. Okay, or the communication that we do with the help of facial expressions, with the help of postures, gestures. Okay, so that is nothing but the non-verbal communication. Then importance and power of non-verbal communication. NVC is nothing but non-verbal communication. There are different forms of non-verbal communication. For example, eye contact is there. Okay, then postures, gestures is there. Okay, then our body language, how our expressions are when we are angry, when we are sad. Okay, that we will discuss in this forms of non-verbal communication. And lastly, the non-verbal communication around the world, how the people around world will communicate their message, or how the people around the world will respect, or how they greet each other. Okay, that we will discuss in this video. So first, what is the non-verbal communication? So definition is: non-verbal communication means the communication without words. Okay, whatever the communication that we are doing without words, okay, that is nothing but the non-verbal communication. Okay, so in other words, you can say the communication between two people or two groups, or let's say the group of people, with the help of facial expressions, then feelings, postures, gestures, eye contact, haptics. Okay, so that is nothing but the non-verbal communication. All these practices that I have mentioned, that is facial expressions, haptics, then postures, gestures, okay, eye contact, all these activities fall under the non-verbal communication. Okay, then verbal and non-verbal communications are interconnected. Okay, right now I am talking with you. Okay, so with the help of my hands I am doing the non-verbal communication, and with the help of my words, or with the help of the vocabulary, I am trying to express, or I am trying to convey what is the meaning. Okay, only if you don't see me, or if you don't see my expressions, okay, then you will not get the content. Okay, what I want to share, or what feelings do I have while sharing this communication, or while communicating some concept, okay, that you won't get. Okay, 100% you won't get. So it will have a little percentage, or it has some importance. Verbal communication has some importance and non-verbal communication has some importance, that we will discuss in the upcoming slides. Okay, so the verbal communication and non-verbal communication, these are interconnected, and these, if we put together, then it will convey the greatest message, or it will convey the total idea, okay, or total concept. So the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication. So verbal communication is communication with the help of words, okay, while non-verbal communication is, it is without words, okay. Then in verbal communication we use our voice, okay, in verbal communication, and in the non-verbal communication we use body signs in the non-verbal communication, okay. For example, I am doing these hands, okay, I am lifting my hands, sometimes I am grabbing something, okay, I am doing, so that is nothing but the non-verbal communication, okay. So in the verbal communication, semantics, okay, semantics means the vocabulary. Then syntax, syntax is nothing but the grammar. So we must form the correct statements, so that is nothing but the syntax, okay. Our grammatical, or the sentences that we form, must be grammatically correct, okay. So that is nothing but the syntax. Then comes the pragmatics, okay, that is nothing but the social uses of the language, okay. Our language in the society has to be very much sophisticated, okay. Not only in the society, but everywhere we must have the good language, okay. We must use the appropriate words in order to communicate some concept, okay. And in non-verbal communication, you can see the facial expressions, then tone and pitch of the voice, okay. Tone is nothing but how fast or how slow you talk, okay. Then pitch of the voice, then gestures, that is this movement of the hands, okay, that is nothing but the it is known as the kinesics, okay. And the physical distance between the communicators, okay, we must put a safe distance, we must keep a safe distance while talking to the people, okay. In today's life, we know what is the social distancing, okay. So the social distancing is also there in the upcoming slides, that we will discuss. What is the social distance, what is the personal space, what is the public distance, that we will discuss, okay. And this is known as the proxemics. The distance between the communicators is nothing but the proxemics. Then importance of the importance and power of the non-verbal communication. So in this you can see the voice of, the tone of the voice carries around 38% of the importance, okay. Then body language, it carries around 55% of importance, and then comes the words, okay. We must talk appropriate words, and those words carry around 7% of importance, okay. So this is nothing but the uses or importance, you can say, not uses, the importance of the non-verbal communication in our life, okay. Then the non-verbal communication has some cultural meaning, because in India we usually greet people, okay. If we meet our friends, okay, then what we do, we usually hug them, okay, or we just used to namaste them, okay. We will put our hands together and we will say namaste, okay. So that is the way of non-verbal communication, or that is the way of greeting the people in India, okay. If you move to the countries like USA, or let's say France, okay, the act of greeting people will be different in different countries, okay. So that is nothing but the non-verbal communication has the cultural meaning, okay. Then power of the non-verbal communication, okay. Over here you can see a family is there, okay. So one kid is there, okay, and the parents are there, okay. When we were kids, we need not to talk to our parents, okay. When we just born, we just usually used to cry, Okay, so just by hearing our cry, our parents were able to understand that what our kid or what our child wants. Okay, so that is nothing but it is the power of non-verbal communication. You can easily convey the message. Okay, so that is nothing but it is nothing but the power of the non-verbal communication. Okay, so non-verbal communication is most powerful form of communication. Then more than voice or even words, the non-verbal communication helps to create your image in others' mind. Okay, how you pose, how you stand, okay, or how you talk while standing or while sitting, or even how you sit on the chair or how you stand on your feet. Okay, that is nothing but, or with the help of that you can create some image in the person's mind or in the people's mind. Okay, or what kind of personality you have, do you have, that the other people will use to judge. Okay, even you can express your emotions or feelings in front of others. Okay, so that also comes under the non-verbal communication. So sometimes what happens, we usually try to communicate something, okay, or we just try to feel, or we just try to explain ourselves to the people. Okay, but words are not sufficient for that. Okay, in that case the feelings comes, and the feelings again or emotions again are the form of non-verbal communication. Okay, then forms of non-verbal communication. So the first form is the eye contact, then the facial expressions, then comes the posture, haptics or touch. Okay, then comes the gestures and personal space. Okay, so these are the different forms of non-verbal communication. We will discuss these forms of non-verbal communication one by one. So first is the eye contact. Okay, so you must maintain eye contact with the people when you are talking to someone. Okay, so in a country like America or in American culture, maintaining eye contact, it shows the respect. Okay, and it indicates that you are interested in talking with the people or with the person that you are talking to. Okay, so the eye contact is the key characteristics of non-verbal communication. Okay, so by maintaining eye contact you can or there is something that you can you may have heard of, that whatever comes or whatever is there in your mind, okay, that reflects on your face or that reflects in your eyes. Okay, so that is nothing but the eye contact. Okay, maintaining eye contact is nothing but it is very important. Okay, that shows respect and that shows your interest to the person that you are talking to. Okay, then eye contact also establish the nature of relationship. Okay, if you are not able to make eye contact with the person you are talking to, okay, so that person may think that you are a very shy person. Okay, or you are shying, or you have some problem, or you are bothering talking to the person. Okay, so that's why maintaining eye contact is a important thing. Okay, then comes the second form of non-verbal communication, that is the facial expressions. Okay, here in the slide you can see image, you can see the different expressions are there. Okay, some angry expressions are there, hungry expressions, then sad, okay, wow expressions are there. So with the help of these facial expressions, so again the facial expressions are the key characteristics of non-verbal communication. Okay, we can do different type of facial expressions and that carries some importance. Okay, so it can communicate happiness, sadness, anger, fear. Okay, whatever the feelings you have, that feelings or those feelings can be communicated with the help of the facial expressions. Okay, sometimes awkwardness, okay, shyness, those expressions all are also expressed with the help of the facial expressions. Okay, facial expressions are important in verbal and non-verbal both communication. The facial expressions are important. Then comes the posture. Okay, how you pose while you sit or while you stand. Okay, so in the diagram you can see the lady which is who is sitting in front of laptop, but she has a different pose. Okay, she has an unusual pose, or you can see this person is standing like he is very much tired. Okay, then arms closed. Okay, all these postures will indicate, or all these postures will communicate the different meaning. Okay, so the posture and how you carry yourself tells about you a lot. Okay, so when you carry yourself, when you talk to some people while standing or while sitting, okay, you must be using your these like this is nothing but the gesture. Okay, making hand movements is nothing but the gesture, but you must be sit, or you must sit on the chair, or you must stand comfortably on both legs, not on a single leg. You must stand on the both legs. Okay, and you must convey whatever the idea or whatever the concept that you have. Okay, so that will carry the major importance. Okay, how you talk, how you sit, stand, or hold your head not only indicates your current mood but also your personality in general. Okay, your body should be straight enough. Okay, your head should be in a maintaining the eye contact. Okay, so all these postures will indicate your mood and your personality. Okay, then haptics is nothing but the maintaining touch. Okay, so while when we are in some corporate office, okay, or while we are playing, okay, we are get in touch with our colleagues or with our friends, okay, or the players. Okay, so the this haptics or touching is nothing but it also plays an important role in the non-verbal communication. Okay, touch or haptics is the characteristics of non-verbal communication again. Okay, and it is used when we come into the physical contact of the other people. Okay, so the person over here, or the hand is there on the back of the person. Okay, so he is stabbing his back. Okay, then shake hands. Okay, when we are with our friends, we usually we are very much happy. Okay, and we hug our friends, or we hug our parents. Over here you can see. Okay, when we are with our best friends, we usually maintain these types of touches or these types of haptics. Okay, so that is nothing but the different contacts with the body of our of the people that we meet. Okay, so for example, we use handshakes or shake hands to gain trust and introduce ourselves. Okay, so these are the general haptics and types of forms of communication, non-verbal communication. Then comes the gesture. Okay, gesture already I have told that the movement of hand. Okay, over here you can see this lady in this section A. Okay, so she is playing something. Okay, then in the second diagram, B diagram, you can see the lady is holding something, and with the help of the upper hand she is trying to move. Okay, so the meaning is that she is trying to open some bottle. Okay, then in the C, she is remembering something. Okay, in the three images you can see. So she is trying to think what she forgot. Okay, and suddenly she is able to recall that what she was trying to recall. Okay, and in the D you can see the hands. With the help of that, the lady is trying to convey the message that you should stop, okay, or you should slow down. Okay, so that is nothing but the uses of the gesture. Okay, so this is the form of the gesture, form of non-verbal communication, that is the gesture. Okay, gesture is a characteristics of non-verbal communication again, in which visible body actions communicate particular message. Okay, then gestures include the movement of hands, then movement of face, okay, or other parts of the body. For example, I am nodding like this, okay, then hands, I am grabbing something, or movements of the hands. Okay, or sometimes people used to do like this. You should not do, but those actions again come under the gestures. Okay, so that is nothing but the types of gestures. And other examples of gestures you can see here, the Donald Trump is there, then Imran Khan and Modi ji. Okay, all these are doing some gestures while talking to the public. Okay, then comes the personal space. Okay, so this is the intimate space when we are from 0 to 18 inches. Okay, then from 18 inches to 4 feet. Okay, that counts the the first is the intimate space. Okay, when we are very much closer to someone. Then comes the personal space, that counts between 18 inches to 4 feet. Okay, then 4 feet to 12 feet is nothing but the social space, or you can say social distance. Okay, and then comes the 12 feet plus is nothing but the public space. Okay, so while you are in a bubble, or when you are in a public, or when you are in some area where you want to communicate some message, okay, you must maintain all these distances. Okay, if you are a friend, best friend of someone, okay, and if you want your best friend to convince something, okay, you must sit in the intimate space. Okay, or you must stand in the intimate space by holding his shoulder, or by keeping hand on his shoulder, you can convince him. Okay, in the personal space, that space or that distance should be between, from this point to from this point, that should be between 18 inches to 4 feet. Okay, and the social distance that we know because of this COVID-19 thing. And the public space, okay, generally the public space is maintained by the VIP people. Okay, the person who is let's say who is a leader, okay, and he is trying to convince, or he is trying to convey some message. Okay, so the distance is more than 12 feet, and that distance is nothing but the public space. Okay, so these are the personal spaces, that is the one of the forms of non-verbal communication. So in the personal space is your bubble, the space you place between yourself and others. Okay, so this is the thing, but the distance between yourself and others. Okay, this invisible boundary becomes apparent only when someone bumps or tries to enter your bubble. Okay, so this is again the scale that I have already shown you. Okay, then the non-verbal communication around the world. Okay, already I have discussed this. In India we greet with a namaste. Okay, we will put our both hands together and we will slightly bow and we will talk the word, or we will mention the word namaste. Okay, so it is a very common practice and it shows respect. Okay, so in France people greet each other with the handshake or les bais. Okay, so again that is one of the forms of communication in the France. Okay, then in Argentina a shake hand and a nod shows respect when greeting someone. Okay, in China the Chinese people don't like to be touched or being touched by strangers, therefore they don't make a body contact. Okay, they will try to bow like this from the back. Okay, and in Japan also the people greet each other by bowing. Okay, the bow ranges, or the bow can ranges from a small nod of the head to the deep bend at the waist. Okay, so these are the examples. So this is the Indian person greeting namaste. Okay, so this is the way of Argentina or France, you can say. Okay, so in USA you can say the shake hands are very much common. So these are the Chinese people, they don't like the strangers to touch them. Okay, that's why they maintain such type of contact. Okay, and this is in Pakistan. Okay, or in India also we try to hug our friends or the people around us. Okay, so these are the different types of the non-verbal communication and forms of non-verbal communication. Okay, if you have any doubt in this video, let's comment in the comment box and let me know what doubts you have. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video and have a nice day.